Okay, so this is gonna go for any of the guides I'm gonna make for any tower. So what I'm gonna say is that like these are basically personal strats I have. Like I personally think these are the best ways to do like the jumps on any of these towers. So if you have a way to do the jump that you like to do, use that strat, use your own strat. If you don't have to copy me if you have something you like to do instead. So yeah, that's it for the intro. Alright, this is Tower of Monumental Epic strats. So this tower is a bunch of strats. I'm gonna teach you how to like do all of them. So let's go. First jump, just like it's a head hitter, but you have to climb the platform here. You have to climb that, and then this thing you also have to climb this slanted thing. And for this jump, I like to go in the climbing like this, and then just shift back, and then it basically avoids this roof completely. And then just here, just walk, like hold D only, and flick around this truss. Just jump to this slanted thing, just do another walk around, and hold W and D in it like this. And then shift, just do another walk around here, and then this jump, just shift jump it like that. It's much easier in ledge grabbing. Like trying to ledge grab this, you could get bounced off, or you could just get like dropped. Like it's pretty hard. Like that could happen. So that's why I shift it like this. And just jump up here. And go all the way down here, and then go on a ledge grab this. There's a ladder. Just flick down. This thing, I just shift flick it by going to climbing animation. It's like you have to shift flick like this, and it makes it much easier. And this jump, it's kind of hard because like you have to do blind. But you could either shift. Oh my god. Bro, my friend. Bro, shout outs to the big M. Oh my gosh. Um, for for the last jump, you could either shift it or just like do it normally like this. I like to do it that way instead of shifting, but okay, now floor 2. Oh my god. Okay. I hopefully that does not happen to you in a real run. Okay, and then just like get in here, get in this, and then do it backwards. Do jump backwards like this. It's netted though if you don't make it. And then this jump, just flick. Because there is like a hapsa that prevents you from like grabbing it like that. Like I just recommend flicking. It's much easier that way. So let's grab onto this to truss. And carefully go around. And then this jump, make sure you lodge. Oh, what the heck? Okay. Make sure you lodge like this. And then exit out by holding W and D like this. And jump into here. Now this jump, make sure you're not too close to the roof or else it won't let you jump. Make sure there's just some space. Like, see there's a little bit of space. Now go into this once a gap. Now go into tilted truss. Again, flicking around it. Or you could actually just hold W and D and it lets you go around. Then go on this ladder and then do a head hitter from this side. You can't do it from the other side, by the way, because like, I mean, okay, you could. I mean, you could, but this way is definitely easier. But now this jump, this is like the hardest jump, like one of the hardest jumps of the tower. So like, just go to the left side, not this side. Go to the left side, and then try to climb it, and then hold W and A. Try to climb the wedge. Just how I climb it, and then just hold W and A, and then turn in. And then this jump, just flick out, and then jump to this spinner. It's very slow. I don't know how I missed it, but just jump to it and wait till it passes this cylinder and then go up. Now go to like the lowest part of this platform and then turn in. And just don't worry about the ladder, just turn it into the wedge. And then now you go on the ladder and flick here. Now this header, you have to be very fast. You just like copy how I did. And then now this jump, there's a truss at the end. And And then here, just do it easy head here. Now you're on 4. Oh my gosh. This thing, don't flick too far out or else it just straight up drops you. You have to like flick out a little bit. Now once you're in climbing, just scroll out and then tap the right alignment key and do a shift flick with shift and D only, like that. And then press space and then go for that truss jump. Then this ledge grab, do downwards momentum, which is basically you hold W and then go. And then easy jump. And this jump's pretty high, so I go into climbing and then do a shift flick. And then this jump, you have to go here. Don't jump from here because it's too far. Make sure you jump on this platform. And this last jump before, it's really high. You gotta climb that. So what you gotta do to make it consistent, you gotta go into climbing and then do a shift flick. Now this jump, just shift and W, climb that. Now this, you don't have to climb strat, it's not that bad of a jump, it's like, you don't need it. Literally the sign just says if you want to, but I don't want to, so I don't do it. So now, there's a launch after that, just shift flick into it. And then this jump, easy flick. And this, just don't worry about the slanted part, just worry about landing on the ladder and then just flick back up like that. And you're gonna hit your head, making it into that gap, and then this, try to just climb this cylinder. Go to the edge of the cylinder and then quickly switch like that. Go on this truss. Now this jump, try to flick out, position your camera like this, and then hold D and then jump like this. And then do a head here, going this way. And then this jump, go to the lowest part of the wedge, like all the way out, lowest part. Turn out a little bit. Oh my gosh, yeah, just turn it out a little bit. And then go straight for the truss. It just avoids the roof by doing that. And then this jump, go as low as you can on the truss, like literally as low as you can, because you have to avoid this roof. But once you do that, just scroll out or like on shift lock and then go position your camera like this and then hit A before you jump like that. And this is a no jump flick, so just tap S and then W and D flick like this. Like, okay. Like most of the time you get enough distance. So like that, and then flick around to the center. Make sure you're on the center, not the too far to the like right. It won't let you flick. So you gotta be in the center and go as high as you can and do a flick like that. And then go to this side of the truss and then flick to this ladder right here. And this fading platform is pretty fast. So once you go on this side, you gotta straight just jump to that platform. I wouldn't do it in first person, it's a little bit harder to see, but yeah, just do it in third person and be quick. Easy, just one slid gap. You don't even need the ladder for that. I don't know why there's a fading ladder, you just do normally. And this head here is pretty hard, like you walk off it a lot. I'm pretty sure there's a better way to do it, but the way I do it, you just do a simple header this side, and then this jump. There's two ways of doing this. First way that I don't use, that actually I used to use this way, but you go all the way to this side and then do a header like that. But the problem with doing that is that you could get flung. But so what I do now is go into climbing on this neon part, turn to the left like this. Wait, let me make sure like it lets you turn, and then do a head here, like a backwards head here. Like it's basically a backwards 13 stud strat. So now this jump, this is a squeeze, like it's kind of tight. So you want to like hug the wall as much as you can, and then this jump, try to aim for like the right side of this ladder. Just hold W and A before doing the trap. And go to the right side of this ladder, this weird tilted ladder, and then just flick up here. Now for this jump, there's a slanted part right here, so you gotta avoid it. Once you land on this platform, just like go out and then try to go here. It's much easier to set up than just like trying to go up. See how like I almost got flung off? Just jump out and then back in like that. And then easy jump. And then this jump, please make sure you're not sinking. No sinking, or else you just straight up won't make the jump. You gotta make sure you're standing directly onto that platform. And then jump to the truss. For this truss jump, just scroll out, exit shift lock, and then make sure to position like this. Hold A and then shift. Okay, and then this head here, just like make sure you're low enough. And then try to climb this ladder. Okay, and then the last statistics, bro, it's like free. Please do not fail it. And then just jump to this sphere. It's basically like a ladder. And then once you go onto it, just hold W and D. Or you could flick out. I don't know why I flick out, but that's like the way I did it when I beat it. And then go onto this fading platform and hold W and A to go onto this truss. Go all the way to the leftmost of the truss. And then shift into the position of this lodge. Do a flick. And just hold W and A when lodging. And this jump, there's basically once the gap. Once you're there, just unshift lock. And then try to avoid this roof. You could hit your head on it. And then this jump's weird. Like, you gotta wait till this spinner is perfectly like 90-degree angle. Or else you'll either hit your head, or like if you do it too late, you might accidentally climb on the spinner. So you just gotta avoid it. Make sure it's like perfect 90-degree angle. And just do a head here up to this wall. And then this jump to the truss, you hit your head. And then just tap W and D. And then hold WD and space to get off. And this jump, it's kind of a squeeze. So you just gotta unshift at the end as well. So let's jump to here. And this is basically a deep flick. You gotta make sure you're in the right position. And then go onto the slanted truss. And go all the way up on this slanted truss. Hold W and A and like this. And it's basically another version of that lodge. Like at the beginning of the floor. And then this, basically another once a gap. This jump, it will flat side you, so just jump from here and try to climb the ladder, and then just avoid this roof doing this jump. And go here and then try to climb the neon. Alright, this floor, I think this is the hardest floor. 8th is definitely the hardest floor in my opinion. Like, so it has a bunch of strats. So the first jump, you gotta hold W and A. Do this wrap, and then jump from the lowest part. Just jump from here onto this slanted part. And then again, jump from the lowest part. Just turn out. And then go onto the slanted platform. And then you gotta do a head hitter. Just hold W and D once you're landing onto it. And then just jump from it forwards and not sideways. If you jump from it forwards, you won't get flat-sided at all. And here, just avoid the head hitter like that. Do a wrap. And now you're gonna land onto a wedge. Like this. Now the most consistent way of doing this jump, you gotta go into climbing, but there is a small chance you can get dropped if you go into climbing because it's like a steep wedge. But if you do go into climbing, make sure you like tap A and D so you're high enough. And then do shift like this and then turn in with W and D. Now this jump, there could be a very good strat for this, but I honestly couldn't find out a way because like you either get very flat-sided on this jump or you straight up just get no flat-sided. Like, I don't know. If you find a way, then good for you, but I just pray if I get flat-sided or not. I just pray. And then now this jump, just go to like the climbing and then go to the leftmost corner and then turn so you stop climbing and then do the wrap. It will always flat-side you, so just take that in notes. And this jump, just go into climbing and then do a ledge grab jump. And then go to the the rightmost on this ladder, and then it's like tap S until your like body, it's like perfectly like next to this ladder. You see how close it is? So the closer it is to the ladder, your torso, the higher flick boost that you get. So now this jump is kind of a squeeze. It's kind of a squeeze. Just hold W and A at the end. It's not that bad. Just jump onto the truss. Just hold A and then jump while still in shift lock. And here, go to the bottom of the wedge and then do a head here, another head here. And on this jump, go to the like the lowest part of this. It's gonna slowly push you up, but just go to the lowest part. And then delay your jump a little bit, because like it's very easy to overshoot. So now this jump, go as low as you can on the truss, because there is a roof right here. And just time your jump so you go onto the spinner. Now this walk around, you could do it two ways. The way I do it is just to jump out and delay your jump and go back in. Or you could do it the walk around way. I used to do it. It's much harder. You gotta time it late. So if you time it late, you could do it, but the doing it the head hitter way that I just did, it's much easier. And then just wrap here, and then this jump, make sure you're as far out as possible, because you want to be on the neon and not the wedge. So once you're as far out as you can, turn and do this squeeze backwards, and just hold SND at the end so you make it. This jump is pretty weird. It just like it's I don't know why the creator just decided to make a long jump out like a half sub, bro. It's so annoying to align, but the most consistent way to do it is just align it backwards as far as you can here, and then like shift at an angle like this. I'm at an angle, and then just do long jump to this truss. You don't even want to know how many times I failed that, because like it just like straight up denied me. Like if you do it the wrong way, like straight up try to do it normally, that happens. That's what I used to do. So please do it the way I do it, and you won't get RNG'd. And make sure you're not climbing either. And then make sure in the center of this truss, if you're too far out to the left, you're gonna miss this this slanted platform like that if you're too far to the left, so you have to be in the center. And then just get back up. I'll do 9. The 9 is a bit easier, but it's still hard. So yeah, and then you don't have to lodge. There is like you could lodge, but oh, what the heck. Yeah, don't hit your head either. Just I do the wrap normally. If you want to lodge, you could. And then now go to the right side onto this truss, and then flick carefully onto this ladder. Now there's two ways of doing this section. You could skip a few jumps by going this way, by flicking it that way. Or you could do it the intended route, which is the way I do it, by flicking backwards this platform. And then now this, just hold W and A and then do a one set gap. It's basically one set gap. So now you go onto the truss from this side. And you could do this jump from this side if you want, but I do it from the left side. Just for slanted truss jumps like this, make sure you're far away from the truss, like far enough away, or else it won't let you jump. So once you're far enough away, just press space and then W, and then once you're on the ladder, don't move, and then just flick with W, D, and shift like this. If you're too high up, that's gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. So make sure you're not all the way up on the ladder. So just flick from the middle. That's why I did that. And then this jump, make sure you jump from the neon, please. If you don't jump from the neon, you won't get enough height. And then this, just go all the way to the right, and scroll out, and jump to this like quarter stud, I believe, yeah. And then go all the way to the left of the quarter stud on shift, and then do it like that. I don't really know how to explain. Just do it the way I did. It's the most consistent way for me. And then This jump, it tells you to ledge grab, but I don't ledge grab. I just do a head here. Make sure you're like far out enough, or else you would hit your head. Happened to me once. So now you go onto this ladder. It is tilted, so you gotta turn to this side and go into ledge grab by flicking down like this, and go as low as you can. Like I would say like 2 times. Press W and then space. So basically you want to go as low as you can so you avoid this head hitter. Once you make that jump, when you grab onto this ladder, make sure you hold W and A at the end so you don't slip off. And carefully go to the corner of this ladder and then press space and then D and then go onto the truss. And this jump, I like to do this like W and then space, and it makes sure I make sure I get deep enough. And make sure at a good height so you can bottom flick this truss. Like I'm not sure if it's possible like without bottom flicking. Yeah, see, you have to be deep enough in order to just flick. Once you do that, and then you have to go down on this side of the truss. And this jump, so go down at least 4 times. And once you do that, like position your camera like this, hold A and then jump like this. And then just like unshift, like how I'm positioned, unshift. And then make sure your arm touches the button and then go straight back to the truss. And then hold space and W at the end so it boosts you all the way up so that you don't run out of time. And then now this jump. This jump is easy, but it requires like good alignment. So the alignment I have is go to this side, turn a little bit, and then shift like that. And this jump, make sure the spinner is low enough. Like now the spinner is low enough, and then just jump to the other spinner. Like the other part of the spinner. I mean, once you're there, follow the arrows. But this jump, if you jump from here, it is a bit longer, so I would recommend jumping from like this part, like that. And then now 10 is easier, but please like don't get unlucky like me and fail 10 5 times, please. Yeah, so just for the 10, like first jump, do it from this side, do the flick from this side. You could do it from this side, but it is a little bit easier from this side. And now you jump onto a tilted truss. This is a tilted truss. So I wouldn't recommend doing it this way because sometimes it won't let you flick. So I would stay flicking around the truss. And make sure you tap W until you're at a good position. And then it'll make you bottom flick so you won't get dropped. An easy squeeze jump. And this jump, just shift onto this. And then now this jump, you gotta avoid the roof. You gotta be careful and avoid the roof. Just try to hold W at D at the end and try to wing the jump. And now this jump, go into climbing and then shift sideways and then do a head here. And then just hold D and lodge on this and then just hold W to climb the truss. And shift flick onto this truss. And then this truss, you could flick out. Like don't worry about flicking out because you could still make it flicking out, but if you don't want to flick out, you could just hold space until it lets you jump. So you could do it both ways, like either way. But I recommend, like, my way is like, I don't like flicking out, so I just hold space until it lets me jump like this. And then now you go into climbing here. Like this is so I get a really good height boost for this jump. This is one of the jumps I failed out 10, so like I didn't want to fail it again. So the height boost is basically you go into climbing and then turn to the right a bit and shift flick. In a normal way, it's a little harder. It's a little harder. And in this jump, there's 2 ways to do it. You could ledge grab, or you could just do the jump normally. Like if you just hug this wall, you do the jump normally and sit straight up easier. And then now this jump, you gotta delay your jump so you land onto the truss. And once you're on a truss, just hold W and then make sure you climb that slope. And this jump is weird because if you try to do it from here, you're gonna get flat-sided. Like, so what I do is just go to here. Like, you could stand all the way to the left on this wrap. Once you are there, you could just hold W and A and wrap like that. And this jump, like, you gotta go low here on this neon. So what I do is go to the edge of this platform and shift like this. And it'll make sure you drop down like that. Just from there, jump onto this truss. And then just jump to here. And now this is a head here. Do not do it from this side, please. Or you, okay, you could, but the way I do it to prevent getting flat-sided is from this side, like this. And make sure you're low enough, because if you're not low enough, the cylinder head here will push you off. Just like this, it won't let you jump. It'll just push you off. Make sure you're low enough. Now you do get a net for a little bit before the final part of 10. So this like first jump is very weird. It's basically a bottom flick because you're gonna flick from this lighter platform. Like, don't go all the way up like this. It won't let you flick. So you gotta flick from this lighter platform. Like this. Just move backwards. And this is a kind of a squeeze, but it's net as well. And now this is the final part of 10, like the last 3 jumps. So just jump from the lowest part of the truss. And this is a bottom flick. If you don't bottom flick, you're gonna hit your head. Please go into climbing, go down a little bit. Like at most twice, I would say. You do a bottom flick onto this ladder. And now this is second last, so you gotta turn all the way. If you don't turn all the way, you might not make the jump onto the slope. See, like you could get dropped as well. So you gotta turn all the way like this. And I've got a good strat for the last walk around that I have actually failed. I'm pretty sure you saw it in my. If you haven't seen my completion video, I failed the last jump. So I came up with a good way to do it. So go and use alignment keys so you're facing forward like this. And then shift and W and D like this. And basically makes it a lot easier to line. And then yeah, that's it. The last few jumps are like free. But yeah. Yeah, so this tower, man, it's like I did not have a good time with it. I had really bad luck. I failed like as I think I already said it, I failed the last 4 or 5 times, even though it's easy. And I just failed like especially like 8 to 9 a lot of loop failing on those floors. So I did come up with a lot of good strats in the middle of that. So I hope this video, if you're planning to grind this tower, which I probably would like after like Todai or something. But like if you're planning to grind this, I hope my strats like help you a little bit in your process of grinding. I hope you don't get as unlucky as I did. I hope you actually enjoy the tower as well. This is not fun for me. So I hope these strats make you enjoy the tower. So yeah, that's Tower of the Monumental Abyss strats. Bye.